Today we're going to be looking at the Pilot V Pen. I bought the 3-pack, which comes obviously with red, blue, and black pens. Really fun, super cheap pen. You can pick up the 3-pack for less than $10. It's part of a series that I'm doing on 10 pens under $10, so this is the first one that I'm doing to kick it off. What I really like is the entire body is plastic, so the cap and everything is plastic, but this is a silver tone sticker that basically is wrapped around this clear bodied pen, and it allows for an ink window. I don't know if you can see that. It shows up best on the red one, but you can see the level of ink inside of your pen versus the blue and the black that are I've used just as much, if not more than the red, but it's just harder to see in that ink window, so that makes it really fun. Overall look of the pen, very utilitarian, super functional. Not super fond of this ball on the end of the clip, just this big blob here, but what are you going to expect for 10 bucks? It's not too bad. I don't like these, easy to peel off. You can see I already did it on this blue one. The barcode sticker, it just cheapens the overall look of the pen, but it takes like 2 seconds to peel it off, and it didn't leave any adhesive, so that was nice. These are the fine nibs. And the Pilot V Pen, you can also get them in medium. I didn't check and see. I'm sure they're available in broad, but I didn't look. What is fun about these pens is they are super reliable. I haven't had any skipping issues, no hard starting. Actually, I take that back. There was one hard starting issue when I left it uncapped for a couple of hours on my desk, but I just scribbled with it real quick and it started right back up. As far as what the drawbacks are of this pen versus, let's say, a more expensive fountain pen, it would be that it just doesn't have the same character. It's sort of a stiff nibbed fountain pen, and it's just steel. There's nothing special there. The vent hole is perforated rather than being a true hole, but it still works. I've never had any ink delivery issues like I told you about, except for me leaving it uncapped. It just doesn't have the same character of a traditional fountain pen in the feeling when you're writing with it. But other than that, I think this clear section is really cool, so you can see those internal fins. It writes pretty smoothly. I mean, there's a little bit of feedback. You can definitely feel the grains of the paper if you're using like a more grainy or cheaper paper. But super reliable, great introduction or a starter pen for maybe somebody new or beginning to use fountain pens. In terms of a writing sample, I'm going to use Clairefontaine paper, obviously a very nice paper, just to kind of show you what it writes like. So this is the Pilot V Pen, also, or AKA also known as the Varsity Pen. There's red ink. The red ink tends to be a little bit more pink than red, but it's red, but it's really fun either way. If you're interested in seeing the blue and black, I guess I can give you some color samples. Love the blue, by the way. So that's the blue. Black is a true black. And again, very fine line for a fine. What's interesting is it's very similar in writing character to just a basic old Sharpie, like a little ultra-fine marker. It feels the same when you're writing with it, although you can see smoother and delivers better ink than an old, probably a couple years old, ultra-fine point Bic that I had lying around. And it doesn't stink. I just recapped that. That thing stinks. So anyway, if you'd like to see more close-up shots of this pen, and I have some close-ups of the nib and a bunch of thoughts on this pen specifically, check out my site at bestfountainpen.com. I have a link to it in the notes below this video, so you can take a look at the review. Thanks so much for your time.